Good afternoon, University of North Dakota and the Greater Grand Forks area on this November 9th. My name is Jared Swanson. Starting with a look outside, we can count almost how many clouds we have out there. We have one behind my back and one above Ryan Tower. Looking at the temperature outside, we have 32 for a temperature at the airport with a west wind at 22 miles an hour, so it's really whipping out there. And as we look across the state, 11 for Fargo, so they're a little luckier than we are with 22, but 26 for Bismarck and 21 miles an hour over in Minot. So the whole state is kind of sitting in this wind. While we look at the temperatures for the area, we're seeing mostly 30s, maybe some 20s as we get in the northern Minnesota region. 32 for Fargo and Grand Forks, 31 in Bismarck, 20 up in Minot, 32 in Aberdeen. As we look across the country, we'll see this massive cold front crashing down from Canada. On one side, we have us at 32 and Rapid City sitting at 31, while just on the other side, Kansas City's at 73, Chicago at 74, and Oklahoma City at 70. As we look at the satellite and radar for the nation, we'll notice that is an entire cold front working across into the Superior region from Denver, maybe even down into Los Angeles region. And as we zoom in on our area, this thing has brought the Minneapolis area quite a bit of precipitation. We saw maybe some freezing rain, maybe some sleet along with that as it's falling in the Minneapolis region. But Aberdeen and Fargo getting in on some snow this morning. Not a ton, but some snow at least to talk about. Looking at our future cast, this system's going to work itself on out, that low and that cold front, and we're going to see one more splash of snow from it. As we get into the Wednesday and Thursday time frames, we're going to see maybe some flurries or mixed accumulation for us here in Grand Forks. This little system's going to kind of come on through and try to give us some precipitation, but it might struggle getting to the ground. And after that, we're seeing high pressure build in and dominate the region, keeping us nice and clear. Looking at the long-range temperatures now, that trough I talked about last week, or that big bowl of cold air, it's still there on the west coast. And as we play into Tuesday, we're going to see that bowl still sit around. It's not going to be as deep once we get into Wednesday around 4 a.m., but we're still going to be getting the effects of the cold air coming down from Canada out of this bowl. And as we go even further into the future, that little system that's going to try to bring us mixed accumulation, once that thing works on through, we're going to see those cooler temperatures really work into our region for Grand Forks for about a day. And then as we get into Friday, that wave moves itself out. We're going to see a little bit of warming take place, and then this next wave is going to come ashore for the weekend and bring us gradual warm-ups and cool-downs for our region here in the Northern Plains. So it's going to be a very active weather period for this next week. Taking a look at temperatures for tonight, we're going to be sitting around 18 for Grand Forks. There will be some clouds out there with a little bit of wind. That wind's still going to be up there at west 10 to about 20 miles an hour. And then tomorrow we will see them finally calm down. It will be chilly out there, though, with a high of 30. Sun mostly hanging out with that west-northwest wind, like I said, sticking around 5 to 10 or so. Looking at the 7-day forecast, we have 30s. Wednesday, we get into 40 with that mixed accumulation shot. After that, we cool back down, and then we get into the weekend where we're seeing those 40s return. So it could be a pretty nice weekend for us here in Grand Forks. Thanks for watching UND Weather Update. My name is Jared Swanson.